Okay, so tonight's dinner is going to be shepherd's pie or cottage pie, whatever you want to call it. This is made with ground beef, and I'm just going to put a little bit of chicken in there because I don't have as much ground beef ready. So yeah, I guess cottage pie technically. So I'll show you everything I'm going to be using for that. I have my potatoes. I don't know, it's probably like a couple pounds. I'm going to make my mashed potatoes. And then this ground beef is probably about a half a pound. So I know this grosses some people out. Whatever, it's just chicken. And I'm going to use this with the ground beef. And then I'm going to, well, cheese. And my mixed vegetables. And then I don't have any regular milk, so I'm going to use some powdered milk to, oh yeah, for my mashed potatoes. I'm like, what do I need milk for? So then I have my garlic powder, oregano, which is actually Italian, and salt and pepper. So I'm going to start with cutting my potatoes and then making mashed potatoes.
Apple and spoonful of cereal to look in the fridge and like there's no milk. Like, get it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mash it and add some milk and butter and possibly some heavy cream, depending if we have any or not. So I have some ground beef and chicken mixed together, and I'm just going to put in some garlic powder and Italian seasoning. And then I'm just going to start putting it in my casserole dish. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I lied. So I'm going to add the mixed vegetables and the meat together in a bowl and just stir it up. And then I'm going to put it in the casserole dish, and then I'm going to top it with the mashed potatoes. And meanwhile, I'm going to have my oven preheated to 350, which is a pain because we have a double oven and I'm way short. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a bowl out and then mix it together. A lot of vegetables this time, obviously. I grease my casserole dish with Crisco. I don't know if I need all this. I don't think I need all this. So I'm going to put it in the oven. It's on 350 for, I don't know, 25-ish minutes. And then take it out and put some cheese on top and then put it back in the oven for a few minutes. Okay, so I ended up turning up the oven to about 375, and it was more like 35 minutes-ish. So now I'm going to put cheese in there and put it back in for just a few minutes. Did need it. So for tonight's dinner, we're going to be having meatball subs. So I'm just gonna make it really easy and a cucumber. Make it really easy and put it in a pot with sauce and side. Oh my gosh. I am just going to put them into a pot with sauce and seasonings and heat them up that way thoroughly. And then we'll have them on these deli rolls and then cut up some cucumber. And then I'll show you how we're going to do from there. So I just have the cucumber I'm going to cut up for the side. And I have this bag of meatballs. And then I'm just going to use salt and I guess some pepper, I don't know. Some oregano, I think it's Italian, and garlic powder, and a couple cans of this tomato sauce. Real simple. And then those little deli rolls. I'm just going to put my seasonings in here. And I'm going to add some parmesan too. Oh, just splashed everywhere. Whatever. I just have this on a low. I'm cooking this on low. It was frozen, but it's been cooking for a while, so it's good. But I'm just letting it heat up more. The meatballs heat through. I'm just gonna peel my cucumber. I already washed it off, but I'm peeling it anyway, and then cutting that up. They look like pickles. Just gonna everything's ready. I'm just going to heat up the buns in the oven a little bit. It's a little bit higher than the warm setting on the oven. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so the dinner I'm going to be making tonight is homemade taquitos, and I will be using, well, this is something else, this is not for dinner, but I have the corn tortillas, a bag of cooked chicken, not sure if I'm using it all or not, and I got some cheese, some cream cheese, salt, and cumin, chili powder, and garlic powder. So I'm just going to start with kind of shredding up my chicken, and then I also have to shred the cheese. This I'm still waiting to get a little bit softer because it's only been out for like 10 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. This came directly from the refrigerator, so it's like harder to do, but you keep at it, it still works. Okay, so I'm basically doubling this recipe that we'll link below. So I'm using, this is approximately 4 cups of shredded chicken. I'm going to use this whole block of 8-ounce cheese and this whole block of cream cheese. And then I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm first going to, and then you have your oven preheated right now to 350. And then I put a little bit of water in my little skillet on the stove and, you know, kind of fry-ish my corn tortillas on there first so they're like pliable and don't rip when I fill them up. That's what I'm going to do now. So this is a half a teaspoon, but I'm putting 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And spoons cumin. Looks great. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. And I'm just gonna still do half a teaspoon of salt. And I don't know if my cream cheese is softened yet, but I'm gonna use the whole package and that's gonna be interesting to mix around. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's gonna be interesting. So now I'm going to mix in the cheese, and to be honest with you, I got in there with my hands and did it, which is a good thing because I literally found 3 bones in the boneless chicken. There you go. So that's great. Okay, so this is a block of 8-ounce cheese. It does work better when you use your hands for sure. And then I don't know if I'm gonna use this cookie scoop or not, but the recipe suggestion tip says that a good cookie scoop is perfect size to put like, I guess 2 or 3 scoops on that thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, my filling's all ready. I'm gonna go over to, this is all a mess. Go over to the stove and I put a little bit of water in my skillet and I'm just gonna, quote, fry the corn tortillas there to try to make them pliable and not break because they are a pain and they do break very easily. And then I'm going to attempt to use the cookie scoop like the recipe says. So let's go over to the stove. Okay, so I'm going to turn on pretty low and then I'm going to get my pan ready. I'm just going to have a little pan with parchment paper and then, I don't know if I said this, but preheat your oven to 350. And I put a little bit of water, maybe a tablespoon or so. I didn't measure it. I don't know. Let's see. And it's just water. It's not oil or anything, so. Where is my tongs?
How in the world are you getting another cup?
Because I already drank most of it because it's a small cup. And you barely put that much in there.
Come on, I almost filled it up. You don't need more milk already?
I usually put more than that.
Poured it like 10 minutes ago.
And then I'm just gonna brush the tops with olive oil. I'm gonna use this and put it in this. And then I'm gonna brush on that. Where'd my brush go? I was just holding it. Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. Like, duh. Okay, so it says to bake them about 20 to 25 minutes, so we shall try that. Yes, there's a pizza at the bottom rack, but whatever. I went ahead and flipped them over and then put them back in so they're like a bit more crunchy on the bottom too. So I'm just gonna put that in there for about, I don't know, 5-ish minutes, but they're done otherwise, but I just want a little bit more crunchy at the bottom.